Your person has always viewed you as someone very different from the type of people they've been accustomed to, and this is something that captivates them deeply. It's not just that you're different from what they're used to, it's that your uniqueness speaks to them in ways they hadn't anticipated. They feel drawn to you in a way that feels almost magnetic. There's something about your energy, your presence, that pulls them in. It's not a superficial attraction, there's a depth to it that they find incredibly alluring. It's as if you represent a new path, a fresh perspective, something they hadn't thought was possible before. This contrast between what they've known and what they feel with you is compelling enough that it keeps you on their mind. They're keenly aware of how important you are to them, and because of this, they don't want anyone else to romance you. The idea of someone else being in your life in that way is unsettling for them. It's not out of possessiveness, but rather out of a deep desire to connect with you fully and authentically. They feel that you are meant for them, and this conviction drives their focus. They are completely absorbed by the idea of healing themselves so they can present their true, authentic self to you. For them, this is more than just a romantic connection, it's about personal growth and transformation. They don't want to approach you with any of the baggage or unresolved issues they may have carried from their past. Instead, they want to come to you whole, healed, and ready to share something real and profound. This process of healing and transformation is not easy for them, but they are committed to it. They are willing to wait as long as it takes to align with your energy. There is a sense of patience that surrounds their journey toward you. They know that rushing things would not serve either of you, so they are allowing the necessary time for growth. They've come to realize that aligning with you requires them to step into their higher self, and they are prepared to do just that. They are working to shed old patterns and cycles, learning from past karmic experiences, and ready to make things right in their life. The lessons they've learned from these cycles have been challenging, but they feel they are now in a position to move forward in a way that aligns with their true self and with you. Your presence in their life has been transformative. They've noticed that when you're around, or even when they communicate with you, they feel a surge of motivation and ambition that wasn't there before. It's as though your energy activates something within them, inspiring them to strive for more in their life. You bring out a sense of purpose in them that makes them want to be better, not just for you but for themselves as well. They've also started receiving clear signs that it's time to leave their old life behind, the life that was holding them back from reaching their full potential. These signs are undeniable, and they are beginning to take action to create the change they need to be the person they want to be with you. Additionally, they've noticed that being near you or even talking to you has a profound impact on their creativity. When they are in your energy, they feel a renewed sense of inspiration. Their creative energy begins to flow more freely, and they feel a deeper connection to themselves, to their passions, and to you. This surge of creativity is not something they experience with others, and it shows them how deeply connected the two of you are. It's as if your energies are intertwined, each amplifying the other in a way that feels almost magical. This deep connection goes beyond words or actions, it's something felt at the soul level. On your end, you have chosen to remain silent and distant, allowing them the space to make their own decisions. This choice speaks volumes about your maturity and emotional intelligence. You're not pushing them or demanding that they act before they are ready. Instead, you are patiently giving them the room to evolve at their own pace, knowing that real growth can't be forced. This approach is showing them that you are secure within yourself, and that you respect their process. You have set boundaries, not as a way to push them away, but as a way to protect your own energy and ensure that they come to you in the right way. These boundaries are also encouraging them to rise out of any immature patterns they may still be holding on to. In this space that you've created, they are realizing the depth of your connection and are being prompted to mature and step into their own power. They recognize that in order to be with you, they need to elevate themselves and leave behind any behaviors or mindsets that no longer serve them. Your patience and boundaries are pushing them to grow, and they are rising to the occasion because they want to meet you where you are. Ultimately, your person is on a journey of transformation, motivated by the deep connection they feel with you, and they are determined to come to you as the best version of themselves. I'm truly sorry for crossing your boundaries and letting you down. I've been reflecting deeply on what I did and how it affected you, and I realize how much I messed up. The weight of my actions has been sitting with me, and I understand now, more than ever, that what I did hurt you. I never intended to cause you pain, and it's painful for me to acknowledge that I did. But the truth is, I did, and I take full responsibility for that. I've come to realize that I don't want to continue hurting you, whether through my actions or my inaction. This has made me pause and reflect on how I can approach this situation differently. Instead of coming forward and talking to you directly, as I should have, I find myself retreating into the background. I watch you from a distance, not out of indifference but out of fear and regret. It's a strange and uncomfortable place to be, caught between wanting to fix things and being too scared to do so. I've been asking others about you because the thought of speaking to you feels overwhelming. It's not because I don't care, it's because I care too much. I'm terrified that if I try to talk to you, I'll mess things up even more. I know it might seem like a cowardly way of handling things, and maybe it is, but I'm afraid of making the situation worse. I've already done enough damage, and I don't want to ruin this connection any more than I already have. You deserve so much more than what I've been able to offer you up to this point. I think about that constantly, and it weighs heavily on me. I know that I haven't been the person you need, and that realization stings. It's one of the hardest things for me to admit because, deep down, I want to be that person for you. I want to be the one who lifts you up, who makes you feel cherished, who gives you everything you need and more. But right now, I'm not in a place where I can offer that to you. As much as it hurts me to say, I've let my own insecurities and shortcomings get in the way of being that person for you. Even though I'm not capable of giving you what you deserve right now, a part of me selfishly hopes that no one else does either. It's a conflicted feeling because I want you to have all the love and happiness in the world, but the idea of someone else stepping in and giving you the love I wish I could give is difficult for me to accept. I think about it often, and it fills me with this mix of fear and longing. I want to be the one to show you how much you mean to me. I want to be the one who earns your trust and affection, but I'm painfully aware that I haven't been able to do that so far. The truth is, I love your energy. There's something so magnetic about you that I can't resist. I'm drawn to everything about you, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk, the way you talk. Every little thing you do captivates me, and I can't get enough of it. I find myself studying you, trying to understand what makes you so special, but I already know. It's everything. It's who you are. Your essence is intoxicating, and the more I observe you, the more I realize just how much I admire and care for you. I selfishly want that energy all to myself. I know it's not fair to think that way, but I can't help it. In my mind, no one else deserves you but me. I feel possessive of you in a way that's hard to explain. It's not that I want to control you or keep you from living your life, it's just that I see something in you that I've never seen in anyone else, and it makes me want to hold on to you. I know how valuable you are, and the idea of someone else recognizing that and stepping into your life in a way I haven't been able to is hard for me to process. Everything about you fascinates me. The way you smile, the way you speak with confidence and grace, the way you move through life with this quiet strength, it's all so beautiful to me. I find myself admiring you from afar, falling deeper into my feelings without knowing how to express them to you directly. It's frustrating, but it's also a reflection of my own shortcomings. I know I need to be braver, to be more open with you, to stop hiding behind my fear and regret. But for now, all I can do is sit with these feelings and hope that someday, I'll find the courage to come forward and tell you how I truly feel. Until then, just know that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the hurt I've caused, and I'm sorry for not being the person you deserve. I hope you can forgive me, even if I'm still working on forgiving myself. Hurting you is, without a doubt, the worst thing I have ever done, and I carry that regret with me every single day. Looking back, I now fully realize the gravity of my actions and the damage they have caused, not only to you but also to the relationship we shared. Losing you has made me see so clearly what I once took for granted, and it pains me deeply to know that I could have done things differently. I miss you more than I can ever put into words, and the void that has been left in my life since we parted is undeniable. It's not just about the physical absence, it's the emotional emptiness that comes from not being able to connect with you, not hearing your voice, or sharing those moments of joy and understanding that we once did. I've seen the sadness in your eyes, and it breaks my heart to know that I was the cause of that pain. You didn't deserve that, not in the slightest. When I think back to how much you gave to our relationship, your time, your energy, your love, I feel an overwhelming sense of guilt. You gave so much of yourself, and I didn't reciprocate in the way that I should have. I failed to give you and our connection the time, care, and importance that they deserved. I was too caught up in my own world, too distracted by things that now seem trivial, and I let you slip through my fingers. I am deeply ashamed of that. I constantly find myself reflecting on you, on us, and on what could have been. It's like you are always on my mind, even when I try to push the thoughts away, they come back stronger than ever. Sometimes, just the simple thought of you is enough to make me smile, to bring back a flood of happy memories that we shared together. But those memories are bittersweet because they remind me of everything I've lost. I don't think you realize just how much you mean to me or the impact you've had on my life. You are not just someone I was involved with, you were my confidant, my source of happiness, my partner. I was blind to it before, but now I can see it clearly. Your actions and your honesty have shown me what true love and sincerity look like. You are not like anyone I've ever met before. You deserve a real gentleman in your life, someone who values and respects you, someone who treats you the way you should be treated. You don't deserve someone who plays games or manipulates emotions, and I am sorry for ever making you feel that way. You are so much more than that, and I wish I had realized it sooner. You are a woman of incredible strength, kindness, and integrity. You stand out from anyone I've ever known because of your gentle spirit, your goodness, and your unwavering dependability. What I admire most about you is how you make me feel appreciated for the smallest things. It's rare to find someone who notices the little gestures, who values even the smallest acts of kindness. But you always did. Every time I did something for you, no matter how minor, you made me feel like it mattered. You made me feel loved for just being myself, for trying in the ways that I could, even though I now see I could have done more. That feeling of being appreciated is something I've come to miss more than I can say. It's a feeling that I haven't experienced with anyone else. I know now that you deserve so much more than what I was giving you. You deserve someone who is consistent, someone who shows up and gives you their best, someone who makes you feel loved and secure every single day. And if I'm being honest, I want to be that person for you. I know I've fallen short in the past, but I want to do better. I want to be the kind of man who makes you feel safe, cherished, and valued, because that's what you deserve. Losing you has been the hardest lesson I've ever had to learn, but it's also made me realize just how much you mean to me. You are not just any woman, you are someone special, someone who has left an indelible mark on my heart. I can't go back and change the past, but I can promise you that if you give me another chance, I will do everything in my power to make things right. I will give you the time, the attention, and the love that you deserve. You've shown me what it means to be loved truly and deeply, and I want to show you that I am capable of giving you the same in return.